to Platform Explorers Spotlight Session. And today we have our special guest, Keith Atherton, who would be talking about his experience with mentorship, community, and also his career progression. Hi, Keith.
Hi, Rachel. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Not long to go now.
Yeah, and we are almost at the weekend, so
Fantastic. Good.
yes. So if you are joining us and you have not heard of Platform Explorers before, so Platform Explorers is a non-profit community initiative created from personal experience and also from talking to different people in the community. So the community Platform Explorers is here to help early career professionals and beginners who are just starting out their careers in tech, or individuals who are trying to transition into tech, like careers in tech. And what we do is that we help you with developing your soft skills. We help you with having project experience, especially with the industry right now. Like the industry is so difficult right now that it's really, really hard to get a job for even expats. So we are trying to make sure that, hey, everybody has a project experience, because if the industry is quite different, you learning alone and then coming into the industry and seeing how real world project looks like. So we are trying to give you those experience. We are also trying to network you with people in the community, connect you with people in the community. And also, if you are already in your first year or second year of your job, we're just trying to help you to navigate where you have that question that what is next? I'm here already. What is the next thing? Or I'm in the industry already. I'm finding it difficult to maybe to find myself or to navigate the industry. So that is what we are. That is our goal and what we are trying to achieve. Yeah, and my name is Rachel Rabo. I'm the co-founder of Platform Explorers, and Joanne. Joanne is not here right now, but we are both the founders of Platform Explorers. And Platform Explorers was created this year, January 2025. So, and I'm going to go ahead to the spotlight session. And the spotlight session is us inviting recruiters, professionals, experts in their careers to share their opinions, to talk about how the industry looks like, to share their own personal experience. And today's session, we're going to be talking about the importance of mentorship. So, hi, Kit, if you could introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Rachel. It's great to be here on Platform Explorers. Thanks for having me on. So my name's Keith Atherton. I'm a Power Platform Solution Architect. I'm also a Microsoft MVP for business applications, Microsoft Certified Trainer or MCT as well. And I get up to some other things as well, like public speaking, podcasting, and as Rachel mentioned there, a lot of mentoring as well. So I've got about 25 years experience, mostly as a professional developer before coming into the Power Platform over the last 4 years.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's so cool. Yeah. So for our listeners, like there are some people who are maybe they have heard about mentorship, like they have heard the word mentorship, but they don't really know what it means, especially when it comes to their progression in their career. How personally can you explain what mentorship is? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So mentorship, it can really be someone else who has got a perspective that can help you.
Yeah.
So you and I know each other quite well, Rachel. We've known each other for a few years, and there might have been some things we've done along the lines of mentoring where if you're looking for some career advice, or hey, I could choose to learn one of these two different tech stacks, which do you think would be the best for my career, or which one do you think would have the most appeal? It can be advice along those lines. It could be along the technology that you want to upskill in something. It could be that you, like I mentioned, you want the career advice, or you want to get some advice on where next to go with your career. Now, the good thing with mentoring as well is that it may be one-to-one, like, Rachel and myself, for example. There may be other people out there who might reach out to me and say, hey, can you mentor me? And it might be that, do I have capacity? Do I know them? How much time can I commit? How much time can they commit as well? Is it something I can help them with, maybe into different technology.
Yeah.
Or there are also good programs out there as well. So there's a good one at the moment, which some people at Microsoft started, called the Women in Power Platform. It's a mentoring program. This is one that I've helped out as a co-lead, and I'm also currently a mentor on the program, because they do, even though it is women in power, they do look for male and female role models to be mentors, but all
Yeah.
the mentees are intended to be female. So I've been a mentor a few times on this program, and it's good because you've got a program with some good organizers that can help you with any questions you've got and help specify how the program works as well. That's a 3-month one. We just started a cohort that lasts up until mid-December, and then there'll
Yeah.
be a new one, after that one ends as well. So again, you can either go into a program that exists or start your own, or do a one-to-one and just reach out to someone that you think might be able to help you in the community.
Yeah, because mentorship is so, so, so important, especially even when you already 10 years, 12 years, 5 years, a year, 6 months, 0 months. Everybody needs mentorship. Yeah.
Totally. And I think you can learn from any point in your career.
Yeah.
There's people I know much higher than me in a corporate ladder who are maybe getting
Yeah.
mentors who are vice presidents or CEOs looking to make that senior leadership, change. And there'll be lots of people brand new in their career or new to the Power Platform. And again, someone like
Yeah.
you, Rachel, you'd be a great role model of someone who's a Microsoft MVP. You've been doing it for a few years with Dynamics and the Power Platform. And they
Yeah.
might want to do what you do and say, how did you get to where you are? How can you help me? And
Yeah.
again, it might be, oh, well, are you looking for a job? Looking for your first job? Are you looking to upskill? There's so much information we can do to help others out there. So mentoring, I think, is really valuable for your career.
Yeah, and there's something that you just mentioned that I really love. If you want to go for mentorship, like especially for a one-on-one mentorship, you need to make sure that what is the purpose for the mentorship? Is it for career growth? Is it for soft skills? Is it to gain technical skills? What mentorship are you looking for? Yeah, it's very, very important.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next question I have to ask you is that, and if you are watching this okay, I'm already used to saying podcast. If you are watching this spotlight session, okay, so please feel free to drop your question if you have any questions, and also follow us wherever you are listening to us, whether on LinkedIn, on YouTube. Please give us a follow, okay. And the next question I have to ask you, Kate, is that can you give us a summary of your career growth from when you started to now being a solution architect?
Yeah, it's been quite a journey for me. So I know many people have had a journey where they've always done IT or software development. Some people have always done low code or moved into it. So everyone's journey is different. But for me, I was at university. I was studying physics. I have a physics degree, so it wasn't software related or IT related, but it
Yeah.
was technical. A lot of it was problem solving and quite technical, and sometimes lots of maths. When I got to the end of the degree, it was either stay in that field or do I decide to do something else? And on the degree, I did a few programming modules, which I really, really enjoyed. And I found that the programming and the coding was something I enjoyed. So
Yeah.
that was my start. My first couple of jobs were working for consultancies. And this is typically where you deal with external paying customers quite a lot. They'll
Okay.
want something built. You'll work typically as a team to scope out what they need, then deliver it for them, and sometimes maintain it afterwards as well. So that was a really good learning experience for me because I learned so much on the job. I had
Yeah.
to play catch up to learn how software development works. And it was a good insight into working with and dealing with people. Again, I've always liked working with people. That's one of my favorite parts of the job. So it
Yeah.
was a good fit that I could be technical and work with people as well. I could do both. It was great.
Yeah.
So that was really good fun. Then I had many years, most of my career, where I was working for what they might call end user. So just internally in an organization building software, not for external paying customers, just within the company.
Okay.
Really enjoyed that. My job took me places where, I worked in London. I lived in New York State. I moved to America for a few years. I lived
Wow,
in Florida.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it was a great experience. I met so many great people.
Yeah.
and lived in England, and I now live in Scotland as well. So yeah, I've kind of been able to travel. My work's enabled me to travel and led to many opportunities.
Yeah.
And then over time, I'd probably say within the last 10 years, I reached a level as a pro dev with .NET. As an architect, I was making big architectural and design decisions,
Okay.
deciding what to build, what technologies to use. And then, I was doing then more training and team leading and getting into some management responsibilities and just getting a bit more senior with what I did.
Yes.
And then I think maybe about just under 4 years ago, I had a development job. They asked me to learn Power Apps and the Power Platform.
Yeah.
And that was my introduction to low code. And really on that job, I had to learn it fast. It was back into consultancy with
Okay.
customers that were paying as well. So I had to learn it quickly and develop to such a strong level that it was good quality for them.
Okay.
And I actually really enjoyed using the platform and actually moved over to Power Platform full time. I
Yeah.
still use the ProDev for plugins, PCFs, any kind of coding that we might need. But really, it's mostly with Power Platform, and I really enjoy using that tech stack. So since then, yeah, my career has just kind of evolved more and more.
That's amazing. Like, yeah, definitely having fun moving. That's so cool. That's really, really cool. And with different stages of your career and your career growth, and also moving to Power Platform, what has been your biggest challenge so far?
Yeah, that's a good one. I think challenge. There's been so many. I think I think even though I love working with people, I could
Yeah.
probably say that now and again we might find certain people, whether it be people we work with in our team, it might
Okay.
be people that we report to, like a line manager or project manager, or it
Yeah.
could be these external customers I mentioned, like a customer paying, that we might find certain personalities quite challenging to deal with.
Yeah.
And I found the way of kind of working with people, going on the journey with other people on a project, and trying to use empathy and understand their point of view, and seeing that, well, why are they coming across that way? That might be quite, it might seem rude or abrupt, or it might seem
Yeah.
not particularly friendly. And sometimes it's because they're under pressure themselves, or they've got their own challenges, and it might be trying to understand those challenges and help them with it, or meet them somewhere in the middle. So I found that even though I love dealing with people, there's still challenges that come up, and using skills like emotional intelligence, or
Yes.
EQ, some people refer that to, as there are some good books and podcasts out there on these
Yeah.
about, okay, if someone's coming across rude, do you immediately get defensive, or do you take a moment and take a step back and try and understand why they are struggling? Or
Yes.
can you help them, or is there a reason that they have this particular manner about them? And that's something that is something that I'm always looking to improve on, and can be challenging when you're brand new to it, and you might think, oh, they're just coming across quite rude, I don't want to deal with them. Or
Yeah.
you might get defensive. I think that's a big thing that is important to work on, to be able to build those relationships and rapport with other people.
Yes, and like there's something I always point out is that as a person in whatsoever career, apart from even tech, while you are building your skills, your necessary skills, it's also very important to also build your soft skills like emotional intelligence, collaboration, communication. They are all very, very important. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Sure,
Yes.
you got it.
Yeah, and what does mentorship mean to you personally? Because I know you are very, very passionate about mentorship. So, what does it mean to you personally?
I think it's great. I think it makes a big difference, and it's something I wish I'd started earlier in my career.
Yeah,
So mentorship is a great way where I've learned enough in so many aspects, whether it be those soft or essential skills, or career skills or technical skills, that it feels good for me to pay that back to the community, to others who want to learn and progress,
yeah,
to other people I feel that might be sharing it with others when the time's right for them as well. That we're all in this community, it's all positive, and we're helping each other. So I really love that. I've learned these things, I can share them with others, so they avoid the mistakes that I've made, or they've made the learning instead of had to learn it the hard way themselves.
Yeah.
But then the other side as well, that I've got so many mentors, again, only in recent years I've looked for this, that if I'd done this 10 years ago, 15 years ago, my career would have launched ahead much quicker, I think, in many ways. And again, they've helped me with the tech. They've helped me to say how to run a roadmap for your career. What is next? What are you looking to do next? What
Yeah.
would be something new and interesting to look into? Or how can I help others? So I
Yeah.
have some really good mentors for me now, and they all have different perspectives. One of them is a globally big name who does keynotes all around the world and travels everywhere.
Yeah.
Another one is a bit quieter, but does lots of mentoring and is super intelligent as well in their own way. And I
Yeah.
learned so much from them in different ways. So their perspectives I couldn't get if I just sat down and stared at my computer. It's going to be new insights, and it's the only way I can get them.
Yeah, that's so nice. And there's something I love so much about what you said. You talked about like your own personal experience and now trying to make sure that people do not also have that experience. Trying to let them know that hey, you need to like mentorship is here and you can use it to grow your career. That's so cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, and there's something I love so much about the community or the Power Platform community is that everybody is like we are from our own personal experiences. We are trying to use that to help people that hey, what I passed through, I don't want you to pass through that. I know that this is something that you can do to make your career journey a lot easier for you. And that was how we created Platform Explorers because from our personal experience, we're like, okay, when we're trying to get into tech, we learning personally and then coming into the industry, like building our own personal projects when we're learning on our own, and then coming into the industry was quite different.
Yeah, no, I love that as well, because again, you're building a community to help others. And as you say, sometimes that might be avoid this mistake, I made this. Another might be, hey, I'm looking for work. And then now you have this big community who's saying 5 hands go up, so we're looking to hire people. And you know
Yeah.
you can help each other in different ways. So I love that.
Yeah, it's so cool. And hi, Vera. So if you are asking a question about roadmap for F&O, can you join our Discord community? I shared it on the screen. If you can join our Discord community and we'll try to answer your question right there. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. So like how you talked about mentorship and how has mentorship impacted you? Like what professionals has impacted your journey through mentorship?
Yeah, I think there's so many ways of, sometimes I find, and I don't know if other people find this, that I'm in my bubble for a bit. I know the people I know the tech I'm working with.
Yeah.
Say for me, primarily Power Apps, is one of my core parts of the Power Platform. Is when I start to speak with other mentors and other people. One of them, she is an amazing data and security expert who does a lot with the Power Platform as well. And the things she was sharing about Fabric, the certifications you can take, tools like Purview, how to do main governance and administration, they're things that I just wouldn't normally come across. But when she
Yeah.
shared them and then presented about them, has got me interested to learn more on that topic, which would closely overlap with the tech stacks I'm already using. So I really love those different perspectives that is opening my eyes and getting me interested in other things that,
Yes.
again, if I stayed in my bubble, I wouldn't always come across them, or I might miss opportunities to speak for those user groups or to meet people in that area, that domain. So I really love that. It helps me open my mind. That's one of the big things I really love. I think another thing briefly as well is the support. So sometimes I've gone for a job, or I've been lucky enough to have 2 job applications going well. I don't know which one to go for. Sometimes I just need a bit of support and advice to say, can I just have a chat with you? These both look good for different reasons, but I'm not sure which. Or I don't know if I can stay where I am and fix a problem to keep me happy in this job, or should I look for a new job? Can I just have a chat? And they've been there to be supportive and listen to me and give me good advice, or not to tell me what to do, but to give me things to think about to help me make that decision myself. I always
Yeah.
love
That's nice. Yeah, that's really, really nice. And for early career professionals who are listening to this session, or beginners who are just starting out, or anybody, because mentorship is for everyone. There is no career points that you do not need a mentor. So how do you think that mentorship can affect them? Like how can it help them? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think, as you say, really well is no matter where you are in your career, you
Yeah.
might be starting out, you might be a career switcher, you might have a really good career, but you're changing your path. Or the great question we had in the chat there, like, I really want a roadmap for being an F&O consultant. Is, oh, okay, well, I know a few F&O experts. Let me get you in contact with them. It may
Yeah.
not be that I'm not always the one giving the advice. I might be able to refer you to someone who can. And
Yes.
again, what we said earlier, if there's someone at a different point in their career, or someone who says, well, I am in Power Platform, but I really want to be a pro dev and use those skills too. It may be that, within the community, you'll find the right person to help you where you are in your journey and where you're looking to go next. So, yeah, I think we all have something to offer. And I think everyone can offer something in terms of being a mentor, regardless of your age, your experience as well. So, yeah, I think it's great to get involved.
Yes, and I think there's something that people say a lot is that they feel that they don't have anything to teach others. Like they'll feel that okay, because I'm just a beginner, or I'm just maybe a year or 2 years into my career, I do not have anything to advise or teach anybody. Like if you're a year, 6 months, 3 years into your career, you definitely have something to share. Like it can be your experience, maybe you're the person reaching out to you is in the same region or background as you or culture. You can easily tell them maybe they might be passing through the same thing that you have gone through. You can easily advise them, okay, this is what happened and this is how I was able to overcome it. If they have any questions, or if they are looking for maybe a roadmap, you can tell them that, hey, this was the roadmap I followed and it was really nice. And these are the few advice I have. You definitely have, what I'm just trying to say is that no matter the point you are in, no matter how you just started, maybe you're just starting out, definitely have something to teach others or to share with others. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. In fact, a friend of mine who's 25, she's mentoring someone older than her. She's mentoring someone else who's 35. So you
Yeah.
think it would normally traditionally be the other way around, or, no matter where they are in their career as well. But this 25-year-old has maybe 2, 3 years worth of consultancy experience, and the older person is brand new to consultancy and wants to
Yeah.
learn the ropes and understand, well, how does it work? This is a new field for me. I'm changing careers. And it's still a valuable relationship because they have different perspectives and different life experience. So I
Yeah.
totally agree. Everyone, no matter where you are on the journey, has got something to offer.
Yeah. And the next question I'll have is that I see a lot of people where they ask me this question, or I see it online where people ask, maybe they have a post, they just post that, hey, I'm looking for a mentor. This is my background. This is my years of experience. So for somebody who is listening or someone who is looking for a mentor, how can they look for the right mentor?
Yeah, that it's interesting because I think there are a few ways we touched upon. You can
Yeah.
do the one-to-one. So let's say you and I, Rachel, we know each other. We've connected before. I think the first time we met, you had me on a different podcast. I was a
Yes.
guest, and then we stayed in contact. And
Yeah.
since then, both of our careers have done well. You've become an MVP, and having multiple mentors too, right? You deserve it. You've done so well. So you could do what Rachel and many others do, and I've done, is someone in the community, there's someone who's a role model or you respect or you think can help you, reach out and ask them. They might have capacity, they might not, they might refer you to someone else. They might
Yeah.
say, no, I'm busy, but let's catch up in 3 months. You just don't know. But if you've got someone specific in mind, all they can do is say no. So go ahead and ask them. And
Yeah.
again, it might be that you might not be meeting for an hour every week. It might be you meet once a month for an hour or half an hour. You'll both decide on what that relationship looks like.
Yeah.
There are some programs as well. So some of them will be paid, some of them will be free. So for an
Yes.
example of a free one, I mentioned before, Microsoft started a Women in Power Platform mentoring program. It's a free
Yeah.
one. Each
Yes.
cohort lasts for 3 months. Now, this is great. Obviously, with the name Women in Power, the mentees are female, but male and female can take part as mentors. They appreciate male allies, and I've been one multiple times. So this is where you'll get paired one to one with someone, but they'll sort that the organization team, and between you can decide how often you meet over that 3 month period. And there are
Yeah.
chances to have like regular catch ups, give presentations, and you get a certificate at the end as well. So that's really good. And then there may be some programs where there may be a charge, a small or a large charge. And one of the ones that work really well for me is Mark Smith and Meg Smith have
Okay.
the
Yeah.
90-day mentoring challenge. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
I did that one last year. My career was already going quite well. I was an architect, an MVP. I was enjoying my work. Things were going well. And I thought, well, what could it add? Because I'm in a good place, a happy place.
Yeah.
I actually did go ahead and take it. And I networked with so many people like Anna Black, Nathan Rose, many, many people who are now good friends of mine who I've met several times and collaborated with some of them. And there
Yeah.
was also a lot of career guidance advice and many other bits of advice that was so valuable. It was worth the small fee of the program. So I'd say there's three main ways there. Reach out to someone direct, look for one of the free
Yeah.
programs, or if you're able to invest in yourself, consider some of the paid programs as well.
Yeah. And we have a question from Kofi. Sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. So he's saying that thank you for this session. I have a computer science background, but my previous role limited my skill growth. I'm now focusing on Microsoft 365 administration and the Power Platform, aiming to become a Microsoft MVP someday. What paths would you recommend, and what would you consider mentoring me?
Well, it's a great question. Yeah, and appreciate you asking. We could certainly have a chat offline and I can check capacity as well. Whether that was at me or you, Rachel, I'm not sure because we're both capable. I think so. A couple of things there. One, great. Go and ask a mentor. Power Platform's great, and M365. You may find there's maybe who's strong with both of them. That might be a closer fit for the tech stack that has both. So I've
Yes.
got a friend of mine, Andy. He does both, more with M365 than Power Platform, but he has both. I'm the other way around. Very little M365, but more Power Platform. It may be that there's someone that you follow in the community or you watch as a speaker or YouTube already. You can reach out to them as well as us.
Yeah.
The other thing that I'd mention as well, like having the goal of going for a Microsoft MVP award is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm part of the program, and we both are, and I really love it. We get some good benefits, and also we do put a lot of commitment into running things like platform explorers, like Rachel is doing right now. So I have a user group, a podcast. I do lots of other things on the side as well that contribute towards it. So I'd say while it is a good thing to aim for, I'd say if you do what you love, and some of that is community work,
Yeah.
you'll likely get good things like the MVP award, but also other opportunities along the way, because it's a great award.
Yes, it is.
You'll likely find opportunities along the way. So for example, a few months ago, I was approached if I would write a technical book.
Yeah.
And a few weeks ago, I was asked if I would deliver a training course as a freelance person. It's not of interest for me at the moment, but you may find these opportunities come up here and there, and the MVP award might be one of those opportunities. So I'd say, do what you love, do what you do now, try and find a mentor, and just try and build on those skills and work on a plan of how you want to achieve your goals.
Yes, and if you're planning to also become a Microsoft MVP, you have to contribute to the community. You have to look for ways that you can contribute, either with speaking, either with leading a community, being a volunteer, writing blogs, it can be YouTube videos, it can be podcasts. You can go for anything that you know that it's okay with you and you enjoy. And yeah. And we have a question quickly from Vara. So Vara is asking, can you suggest to me your colleagues who have experience in a particular SCM function, like a person who is a SCM functional consultant?
Yeah, great question. I don't know many. So in Dynamics SCM, supply chain
Yeah.
management, just for the listeners, I know a few who have some skill, but maybe not full experts. One thing you could always try and do, if you don't know any in the community already, is maybe do a search on LinkedIn.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, yeah, SCM, or not just MVPs, but just SCM in general. See if you can find some of those main influencers and community experts, and you'll likely find someone who's going to be a good fit there to say, well, they post about it often, they're known as an expert, they might be a good fit as a mentor for me. And then you could maybe approach them on LinkedIn
Yeah.
or X or any other channels that you use. But yeah, personally, I don't know many experts in the field. Just to say, yeah, again, if you reach out in the community or if you follow them already, try and connect with them, I would suggest.
Yeah, reach out to them and say, hey, this is my name, this is the experience I have. I'm interested in building my skills. I would love for you to mentor me. I'm very, very passionate. I want to improve myself. Yeah. And yeah, available whenever, like, if they say yes, then you can talk about the time that you meet. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
Yes. And okay, I'm going to go to the next question.
Sure.
And before I go to the next question, Kofi is asking about the person you mentioned his name, the person that has experience in Microsoft 365 more than Power Platform.
Mm.
If you could mention his name.
Yeah, sure. Well, I tell you what, I can reach out offline just in case he's not open for mentoring. His first name's Andy. He's a lovely, lovely guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case he's too busy at the moment. But I can certainly share that name after the session if that's okay. There are many others as well. I know you again if you search for it on LinkedIn or you follow some favorite YouTube channels, or even if you go to the user groups or great things like this, Platform Explorers and many others, is that when you see them speak, you'll start to know the names of people who do that, and you'll be able to know who to reach out to.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I have the next question. My next question is that a lot of people they join communities, like you see them everywhere in 10 communities, 5 communities, 20 communities, but they are not active in those communities. So what advice would you give to those people?
So is this more for people who want to become active in the communities?
Yes, people who are intimidated to join a community or to be active in a community. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because when I started to do community work, I was using legacy tech for many years. And then I knew I wanted to upskill into cloud tech, specifically Azure.
Okay.
And then I saw someone do a presentation that was really interesting with Azure and IoT. And I thought, oh, that's really cool. I'd love to do that. And I thought, well, what can I speak about? I'm still new to this and I don't know enough yet. I was junior in the new skills, upskilling.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, do I need to wait 2 years until I become expert until I can speak? So what I tried to do, and this might be different for everyone, is I started to do some speaking, but I was open about, hey, I'm learning this now. Let me share my learning journey with you as I learn these new things.
Yeah.
And that way I'd set the expectation. One, I'm not an expert already. So, I'm not pretending I am either. But two, I thought the learning journey would be good to say, hey, I learned this today. I tried this, it didn't work. I'm going to do it different next week. Hey, I've got it fixed. And I
Yeah.
thought that learning journey would be fun. And I've seen other people do that. And I personally like it as well. So I'd say if that something appeals, you could try that. And then you could also decide which format that you want to try it. So a friend of mine really loves writing. So he's really good at blogging. I love
Yeah.
speaking with people, so I do public speaking at conferences and user groups. So I would say go for the thing that you think would appeal to you the most. Try it. If it doesn't work, you can change it. You can do something else. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But if you try a few things, you'll probably quickly learn what you enjoy doing the most.
Yeah, true. Definitely. That's very, very true. Okay, so Vari, I'll be answering you in the chat very soon. But so I have the last question to ask. So from our conversation, what advice do you have to give? What for people who are just starting out? What, because it's so, at least I, my journey is not so far. So I understand how difficult it is to navigate starting out, being able to understand what to do, what skills to upskill, mentorship, then passing through imposter syndrome, having, like, it's a lot to go through. And when you also have your own personal life and stuff like that. So what advice do you have to give our listeners?
Yeah, yeah. There's, as you mentioned there, there's so many things going off in life, work,
Yeah.
community. Um, it can be tricky to get the balance. What one thing I would think about is if you're getting into mentoring, and again, a mentor might be able to help support you with some of these goals or some of the things you're planning for, like your career roadmap,
Yes.
or it might be the other way around. You might want to slow things down, go from 5 days a week to 3 days a week, and then you might find someone who can help you on that journey as well. It's not always just to go up the ladder. It might be a sideways move, a change of tech stack, a change from permanent to freelance, or something.
Yeah.
I would say the key thing with all of this, and before you even approach the mentors, is think about your goals. So mentors are going to be able
Yes.
to help you and support you, but they might struggle if they don't know exactly where you're trying to head. So if you know right now, I'm junior, I want to become a senior developer within 2 years, how do I do it? You're going to be able to ask a mentor. It's going to help you pick the right mentor for you to help you on that journey as well. But if you go there, say, I just want to get better, or I just, if it's too vague, they might struggle to be able to help, and you can't measure your progress you've made as well.
Yeah.
But
True.
yeah, if you sit and think about the goals, you might have multiple goals. You might say, well, I want to do more training because I love it. I want to go contracting because I want more control on my time, and I want to
Yeah.
become an MVP. Then it might help when you pick the mentor or mentors, the ones that can help you with those specific goals, because you
Yeah.
know exactly where you're heading. So I'd say give that some thought, do some research, see if there's role models in the community. Think, I really love what they do. I want to become like them, or I really want more free time because I have a family. I want to spend time with that family. How can I earn more in less time? Do I go contracting? Think about those goals, and
Yeah.
then maybe you'll be able to decide which mentors can help you.
Yes, thank you so much. There's also something you mentioned, like when you're looking for a mentor and you are setting your goals, like when you're working in the industry, they ask you to set your goals and stuff like that. But you on your own personally, on your growth, and you are meeting a mentor, you need to set achievable goals. You can't say in the next 4 months, I want to be a senior AI engineer without no previous experience. That's not possible. So you
Exactly.
need, yeah, so you need to set goals that you know are achievable. Like you know in your heart that if I put my mind to it, I'm going to be able to achieve it. It can be a goal that in the next 4 months, I want to be able to speak at events. I want to be able to speak at events. In the next 4 months, I want to be able to build a solution with finance and operation, or I want to be able to build a simple website. Okay, or I want to be able to build a responsive website. I want to learn HTML. Not like you need to set realistic goals, like okay, this is what I want to do in the next 2 months, in the next 3 months, in the next 4 months, because it makes it easy, it makes it achievable. Yeah. So
Really good advice. And some people might use the term smart goals as well. As you say, it's achievable in the time. As Rachel mentioned, it's realistic. And I
yeah,
think when you start looking at a roadmap for your career, like I want to pass these exams, become an expert in this, get my next job or my first job, when you start to build that roadmap, like a project plan, really, you'll
yeah,
know that what can you achieve at the end of each month, and you'll know quite quickly that whether it be realistic to pass 10 exams in 1 month or
yeah. That's a lot.
yeah, you're right, right. And I think when you break down the plan, it forces you to be realistic to say, if I did a weekly plan or a monthly plan, what realistically can I do in that time? And
Yeah.
then you can build out your 1 year, 3 year, 5 year if you wish as well. So yeah, good
Yeah.
advice, Rachel.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, hi everyone. If you are watching this session, don't forget to follow us on, we are on LinkedIn, we are also on YouTube, on Twitter, on Instagram. And we also have a Discord community where we post opportunities. We also post what is happening in the community. And yeah, at Platform Explorers, we had our first cohort this year. I think that was in February. And our next cohort is going to be starting January next year. So follow us. We give projects that you can work on, connect you with experts in the industry where you can ask questions, you can get mentorship, and also you can grow your career, whether your soft skills, networking with people and professionals in the community. Yeah. So thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. Yeah. Thank you so much, Keith. It's awesome always speaking to you.
Always good. Thanks, Rachel. Lovely to see you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye, everyone. See you in our next spotlight session in October. Bye.